Hello?
Yes. Miss B.
Hey.
This is Rick Party.
Yes, yes, Rick. Hey. You know
Hey!
what? Wait a minute, you just called me on my phone too, didn't you?
I called you on your home phone, yep.
Now, let me tell you something. I was knocked out, right? And I just said to my daughter, "What? Is it Rick Party that I'm speaking to?" She wasn't sure. She said, "Well, Mommy, you know it might be." How you doing, boy?
I'm good, Miss B. I miss you so much. Hey, listen, I got this new show, Rick and Sasha with George Wilborn, and Sasha's on the phone with us.
What's up, Sasha the Diva?
How you doing? Now, you said how my boy doing, so you're going to have to tell me something about your boy that I don't know. Give me some juice.
Uh-oh. Well, let me see. He might be like in line to be, let me see who I could say, like one of those Luther Vandross, Pavarotti on the weekend.
Okay.
Rick,
Yeah.
Rick, you know you didn't send me my hush money now, so you know.
Oh, my God.
Tell them about your other aspirations.
You know,
If
see
my
that.
check would have been in the mail, I would have, we've been squared up.
Right, so I was gonna do some singing in the studio one day and just blow their minds, Betty, but they ain't know. But see this coronavirus,
They
got
ain't ready. Rick, they not ready.
They not ready.
People already is suffering all over the world, and you don't need nobody passing out now because they might think they got that thing.
Exactly. This coronavirus is slowing everybody down.
Hey, well, you know what? I didn't know I was old until the people had to tell me on the TV. And they said everybody over 60. Like, stay home, stay off the plane, stay off the this, and stay off that. I said, Dad,
Right.
I didn't even know that was called old. But you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah. And, I travel all over the world, and we've been saying for years, my daughters and I, how wherever we go in these other countries, like especially like Japan, they all have on masks. I think it was, that was at Isha, like, Tokyo and places like that, they always had on the mask. So we thought it was a part of just common courtesy that people thought if they had a little bit of a cold or they coughed, it was always, cool to have the little mask so you can just cough into it.
Miss Betty Wright, with you and all your energy, and like you said, you've always traveled the world. How is it that you have to now keep still? Are you having some difficulties with that?
No, they didn't tell me I had to keep still. They said I couldn't be out.
Right.
But I have a generous house, and I have a place where I paint. I've got recording studios. So I don't have to be still. I got enough room to dance. I got enough room to cook. I got enough room, like in my yard, I can go outside, plant something, plant some food, plant some kind of greenery. No. Be still and know that God is. I got that kind of stillness. That's a peace. I take that with me wherever I go, but I don't have to be out in the streets disobeying. See, a lot of people using God to disobey, and you can't do that. You can't. The Bible says, obey the law of the land. If it doesn't conflict with God's law, then you go on and obey it.
That's right.
It's like people don't want to pay tax, but the Bible says, render unto Caesar what is due Caesar, and unto the Lord what is the Lord. So, you can be in order if you want to be in order. Some people just out of order. They're born that way. I know how to obey because I have to have people that obey me. I'm a boss. So if I don't know how to obey, then how am I going to be a good leader if I'm not a person that can follow instructions?
And she never let on that she was sick. It had nothing to do with COVID-19 at all. If you saw her, she was a perfectly healthy person. And when we complimented her, her response always was steadfast.
Well, that's God. No, we won't take no credit for that. Some of that is genes, and some of that is the fact that I've always been busy. And I work around young people, and they keep you vibrant. I got 13 grandkids, Rick.
Wow.
And I'm
Nice.
paid, and I got a grandson that's 26. So I go out with him, and people think I'm trying to rob a crazy, like I'm trying to date him.
Right.
I'm like, that is my grandson.
Rick, isn't it something that you'll be out at a concert or in a club and you can play just the beginning of the song, either, the cleanup song, everybody will stop and everybody runs to that dance floor?
Oh my God.
Because I'm everybody auntie, I'm everybody grandma, I'm everybody mama, I'm everybody's sister and cousin, and that's what music used to be. See, because you connected, everything was a communication. Now, if you listen to 10 acts and you don't get an identity right away, you don't even know who's singing and you don't know what they're singing about. And the subject matter is not necessarily on subjects that matter. So, you get lost in it. And I've always said that I'm not for censorship, but I am all about having a full palate. Now, nobody wants to sit down and eat candy every day but a fool, okay? You got to have some broccoli. You got to have a little bit of rice, a little bit of something else. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a balanced meal. And that's what I think is wrong with radio in general. Not poking at nobody, but in general, they just need a thicker palette. They need some different colors. Who would feel okay to just paint with nothing else but blue? Nothing else. No other colors. Every day you pick up your palette and your brush, you had to just paint blue. That's boring. You got to have some mixture. So I try to just, I don't follow trends. I don't follow fads. I just keep writing good music, I just found out the other day that I had music in that series called The Godfather of Harlem, something with French Montana and Skip Marley.
Oh, yeah.
But, I keep writing relative stuff, I keep on. I just continue to write things that make sense. Yeah. We can't all write, you can't just write all booty songs.
Exactly.
And then that's all right. That ain't all right. It ain't all right.
No.
And, I'm at the age now when, I don't know, I guess when you get to be a grandma, you don't care no more about, hurting people's feelings in that way. You just tell them the truth. Because the truth from a person that love you should be better than a lie from somebody that really don't care.
It's Rick and Sasha with George Wilborn, and we're playing a pre-recorded interview from the late Betty Wright. She passed over the weekend. She made hits like Tonight is the Night, The Cleanup Woman, After the Pain. The list goes on and on and on. She was truly unsung, but people don't know how she lent her voice and how she coached so many people, old and young. And speaking of youth and some of the artists today, Sasha had a question for her.
How is it knowing and hearing Lil Wayne speak about your music?
Well, I have a lot of love for those kids because when they were little, I think I met Wayne when he was 14. So my relationship with them is just different from all of the people. I call it the Johnny Come Latelys because people ask all kind of questions. Oh, well, why is she always, DJ Khaled? Why do they always use her? Or Rick Ross or this one? But they got to realize I'm a Miami girl, and all of these people used to come here to record. Some of them lived here most of their life, and when Khaled was just breaking into the radio thing in Orlando and came to Miami, we were the ones down there in the trenches fighting for him to get on the air.
That's right.
Because we knew that he had something special. I remember going down to Jamaica, and they needed somebody to do the third I3. The I3s behind Bob Marley. Because at that time, Judy Mowatt had she had a revival going on over in America. So I went to sing with Rita Marley and Marcia Griffiths. And while I was down there, DJ Khaled was on the show. That man did a mix of all the different Marleys singing the same song. Like it would start out with Bob, then it might jump to Stephen, then it might jump to Damien, then it might jump to Julian. It was just going back to back to back. And I was like, wait, let me walk up on this page and see who this is. And didn't even know it was Khaled. He killed it. And they just fell in love with him from that day. So he has a different kind of gift. People person, and he knows how to segue. Everybody don't know how to make it go from A to B.
You sure don't.
That's one of the hardest things. They'll take the wrong BPM and have people kill their groove when you're dancing. You got to make that sucker stick. You know what I mean? You don't make a dancer stop dancing. The worst thing in the world for a DJ. I also teach math and songwriting and guitar and just whatever. But this particular school, I was teaching young arts they had offered to do the party for me, and then with all this, stuff going on in the land, so we gonna obey the law, so we're not gonna do that. But we may do something live, some kind of a, call in or, but make sure that everybody knows to watch. I don't know what station it is in your town as far as numbers. It is TV1, 10 p.m. On Sunday, April 5th. And I don't want to guess, because I think in certain cities it's a different number. But I'm sure they'll pay attention. But I like unsung better now, because it's bigger than unsung. It's what do you call it? There's a word for that. When a person has not been overexposed, it's like underexposed in a sense, but always been there, but always been that guy that goes in the background and is content to do the background parts, and is content to write the song and produce the record and not have to be out front all the time. It is my saving grace, because a lot of times people don't check for you out front, but I got all kind of skills, all kind of things that God gave me to do, and I don't have to get humble. That's my nature. I'm a good team player. I like team sports, And Rick, how we roll, how we do, that's why I'm on everybody's record, because I like the unity. I like the camaraderie. I like to put things together. And I train my kids to be the same way.
That's right. And Sasha, of course, we're in good company, because Betty is also good friends with my friend and former coworker, James T., who you know.
Oh,
Sasha.
yeah, I know James, yeah. Auntie Betty Wright, can I be a part of the family too?
Absolutely, child. One more won't matter.
Thank you.
When I get running out of space, I just start putting y'all on the rooftop.
Man, she's going to be missed. Well, that was our pre-recorded interview with singer Betty Wright. She was an amazing woman. Go look up her music, The Cleanup Woman, After the Pain, Tonight is the Night. The list goes on and on and on. She's going to be missed, as well as Little Richard, Andre Harrell, and anyone who's lost someone. May they all rest in peace. It's Rick and Sasha with George Wilborn.